Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 297, I believe it is today. And we are going to unlock a couple of things. One being that's Futties Alessandrini, because that's in squad battles and seems like it could be fairly easy. And then two, we're going to have enough foot swap players to go ahead and make a decision and choose the ultimate pack to see what we can get luck-wise. So that's basically where we start, is actually with last week's Squad Battles rewards. I ended up getting Silver 1. I just played a couple games, really, and there was a foot swap player in that, so that's alright. I'll take the 7,000 coins, and I'll take the two premium gold players, no, jumbo premium gold packs, and we actually get a tots from the first one, so that's not bad, considering it's tradable. It's not a very expensive one, literally a discard rated, or discard value, 86 rated team of the season, right back from Chile, Opazo, who, I mean, he's club 80, but that's very, very minimal levels of club 80, but there is a man of the match in there as well, so I discard him straight away for the 13.6k that he goes for, and then, well, we actually do list Opazo for a tiny bit over discard to see if he'll sell, and there's a little Sentinel chemistry style in there as well, which is also pretty good. And then the next jumbo premium gold pack comes around, and this time it's no walkout, but yeah, you know, I wouldn't ever really expect to get two special cards from a 15k pack, so I'll take it. And we do get Candrava in there, who's someone which does sell for a little bit right now because of marquee matchups, I believe. So then welcome to the MLS squad that I have chosen to use in squad battles. These are the ones that I've got in my club. So Zlatan is obviously up there, and that is useful for us. It's very... it's vital to have him up there because it means aerial battles are won. And we won the first squad battles match 10-0, and then I did the next two, and I didn't score 2 goals with Zlatan. That's how much I struggled on World Class. I hate playing squad battles, and it really put me in a bad mood. So, basically, we got the wins, but we didn't get the kill 2 birds with 1 stone thing to unlock a foot swap player as well. We just unlocked ourselves the 91 rated Alessandrini, who, I have to admit, looks kind of nuts in terms of super sub ability. I think I should put that word in the dictionary. But 97 pace, 94 dribbling, 92 shooting, 90 passing. I don't know if there's a spot on my bench for that, but he does look very, very good. So then, with those 3 games, we also unlocked win 15 games this week, which I've now completed. So with that, we got a 50k pack, and we actually got 84 rated Bernardo Silva, which is... I find it quite odd that we don't get special cards. I would just expect to get special cards with so many of them being out at this point in time. But there's a Lingard, there's a Hendo, and a bunch of other rare players, of course. So I'll take that, and that'll be fairly useful for us going forwards, no doubt. The first game I come up against, Mega Squad, of course. I would say that he's added a regular Mbappe in there just to try and get this objective complete. Because otherwise, he's probably got someone different that he uses there normally. But I end up going 1-0 down to a Torres bicycle kick, which wound me up slightly. Yeah, and then he does that celebration, which is definitely not one to put me in a good mood. After I was a little bit annoyed from squad battles, anyway. And then Mbappe goes ahead and scores and makes it 2-0, and I was like, I just wasn't in the right frame of mind. I wasn't good playing these games at this point in time. It was a very hot day, and I was a little bit warm. And then we go into this match right here, and you can see that this guy's probably normally got just a Prem team, but he's added in a Di Maria and a red 95 Alejandro Gomez. The Di Maria is going to be the one that he's going to try and get goals with, of course, to get his league on goals. But Ronaldinho knocks it in towards Alwar. Back out to Ronaldinho, back to Alwar, into Pepe, goal. Bang, you know how it works. So 5 minutes on the clock, and I've already got my objective complete. I just need to win this game. And then, well, Alejandro Gomez knocks it across. Di Maria sticks it in the back of the net. And that is an own goal from, like, De Ligt or someone. There's no way that should count for Di Maria. I'm annoyed. And then he brought on a red Havertz. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, of course you've got a 95 red Havertz. Who assists Firmino there to make it 2-1 to him. And then Havertz gets himself a goal as well. And I'm just like... You know what? I put the game down after that. I was like, we'll revisit this the next day. So that was like Monday, and then we moved on to play some more of it on Tuesday, and which will be at like the end of this episode. So yeah, this episode is a couple days worth of stuff captured after we completed the weekend league on Sunday. So yeah, I then decided that I don't really like Dumfries, and De Ligt's going to have to go as well. So what we'll do for now is we'll just take the coins from them. Yes, we've lost loads on them. That's unfortunate. We've lost less on De Ligt, but unfortunate that we lose so much on Dumfries, and then people would have lost more than me as well, because I got him for 299, and a few days before that he was literally going for 500,000 coins. It seems crazy, but maybe we should have realised that they would come down a bit more in price, knowing that they're going to be in packs for so long. But the team goes back to this. In my eyes, I think Lala's a better right back. And then David Luiz was on par with De Ligt, so I don't feel like we've downgraded. I actually feel like we've slightly upgraded just in terms of our right back. And then the centre back, he's a lower rated card, but I think he does just as good a job. And I'm very, very comfortable with David Luiz, especially for now. Like, maybe we'll try Kimpembe as and when we unlock him, but that's a little while away, because those 5 wins in Division 1 and with the casuals dropping off and it is just crazy players left, is going to take me a little while. So I ended up having 5 foot swap items, and instead of going for the 90 rated guaranteed Daniel Vass, I decided that we would risk it today. 1, for the content, and 2, just in case. So we stick our 5 foot swap players in for an ultimate pack. It's an untradeable ultimate pack, but to be honest, like that, a 90 rated player like Daniel Vass, I think you can get for about 20k now as like a special TOTS 90 rated if you were to need one for an SBC. So it's just not quite the end of the world. And I thought, you know what, we'd just risk it with the ultimate pack, because there's a chance we could get a few special items or just a few things that could help the club get going again. I don't have much gold stuff in there right now. We get the walkouts. That's the important thing. And then we just see like the gold flare, and we actually just get a regular gold walkout, and it turns out to just be Fernandinho. So yeah, I mean, the Vass probably would have been a better option in hindsight, but I was so surprised that with like 400 million special cards out right now, I didn't pack one of them, and I just packed a regular gold walkout. So that's a bit nuts. 3 83s in there, a couple 82s, and then just a whole bunch of rare gold players, which will help me to do the latest Totti challenge, which we'll do in the next episode, because it wasn't out as I was recording this on Tuesday afternoon. So then I had a duplicate Henderson, so I put a bunch of players in for an untradeable 81 plus Team of the Week player, knowing that we probably need one of them at some point in time, because, well, EA keep bringing out SBCs or flashback cards and stuff that require a Team of the Week player. So, hey, we might as well do one of these. Worst case scenario, we get an 81 rated player, and then best case scenario, we get like a walkout, a good one. But unfortunately, we don't get the walkout, and we actually do get the 81 rated player in Palios, or Palui, because the O is in front of the I. Yeah, I think it's Palui? I'm not sure. But anyway, both of the Dutchmen sell. De Ligt and Dumfries. We get 260 in the end for De Ligt, and I think it was 170 or 175 for Dumfries, because like they just didn't sell in the first hour, and that's what their prices have come down to. So yeah, it's such a shame to see De Ligt go, because I did enjoy him, but I think we're on our way to working towards Presnel Kimpembe, who would be a centre-back for us. I'm pretty sure it will either be him or David Luiz that would keep us in full chemistry and stuff. So I've gone into division rivals, and I've actually got Lala in the team, I've got David Luiz in the team, and we've actually taken Da Costa out, who's been feeling a little bit clunky for me lately, and we've put Robertson back in, because if we were to get Kimpembe, which is obviously what we're working towards here, then I would need another link of chemistry for Van Dijk to be on full chem, and what we guarantee ourselves doing by bringing out Da Costa is that actually we brought Goretzka down to 8 chem. So this was a little bit of a trial, as well as trying to unlock the Frenchman in Kimpembe. It was a trial to see how well Robertson would do, because I haven't used him for a while, and is he up to scratch compared to like Da Costa, and 2, do I notice any difference whatsoever with an 8 chemistry Goretzka over, as opposed to a 10 chemistry Goretzka. And from this very first match right here, like, we actually get ourselves a win, and I didn't notice a single bit of difference. So I'm not going to be bothered whatsoever about playing him on 8 chem, especially especially now that the rest of the team is just back up to full. So, you know, we were playing Da Costa on 7, but having Goretzka on 10 because of that, and now, well, everyone else is on 10 chem, and then Goretzka's on 8. So we've actually added one more little bar of chemistry to all of our players, or in general. So then I go into another game here, and I'm 2-0 down kind of quick, and then before half-time, Suarez manages to make it 3-0, and it's at that point that I quit, because, well, I'm 3-0 down, it is basically half-time. That's kind of like my rule when we're in try-hard mode. I won't give up until I give up. But we have lost so much skill rating. Like, just because I'm finding these games really, really difficult. It's not easy in the slightest. I come up against a lone R9. Normally, we just come up against a regular R9 at this point. But this guy's somehow still got a lone version of him. And he's obviously bought an Mbappe. He's got an Aouar. He's got Lala. He's got all sorts of good French players there. And Vieira knocks it into Pepe, who scores the goal for me after 15 minutes. 1-0 to Lasty. Can we get our second notch out of the 5 that we need for Kimpembe by the end of this episode? I hope so. But my opponent equalises with his Eusebio to make it 1-1. My Eusebio then walks down the other end, well, it's quite a while later actually, and scores for me with a low driven shot, not timed, but it was just had enough power on it because it is Eusebio, and then one in off the bar from Ronaldinho there gives me a nice 3-1 lead. And that is actually how the game stayed. So this guy went on like constant pressure in a really weird formation and just held RBA to try and defend, and like moved around with a defensive midfielder. But it was really difficult, so I just held the ball quite nicely for the rest of the game. Tried to make it 4-1, didn't quite work out for us. But what that does do is at least give me, like, if I'd have lost another couple of games there, I would have given up on this Kimpembe on 1, and I'd have just left him, I'd have forgotten about him. But now that we're at 2, we're kind of nearly halfway there. So the next episode, I will focus on making sure that we unlock the Frenchman, because he could just slot in right there where David Luiz is, and everyone would be on full chemistry, apart from Goretzka. Who, after a few games, I definitely don't notice any difference with him. 8 chemistry is perfectly fine. I think with the chemistry boost that he gets anyway, we probably lose out on, like, 2 interceptions and 2 man marking and that sort of thing. So it's just not the end of the world. He still does a fantastic job for us, and is a brilliant, brilliant player. One of the best SBCs we've done all year. So guys, that is the end of the episode. Do me a massive favour, smash that thumbs up button. You can substitute players on in the MLS challenge for Alessandrini. You can bring on 3 of whatever players you like. There just needs to have been 11 MLS players on the pitch at some point during the game, so you can sub 3 of them off straight away. That is a little tip for you today. Hit that like button on today's video to support the series. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Insta. Those links are down below. And most importantly, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.